Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to the Straight Pad podcast. Our brothers and sisters overseas in Gaza and in the West Bank and Palestine are suffering a lot. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alleviate their pain, give them sabr, and make it easy for our brothers and sisters overall. Piers Morgan had an interview with Andrew Tate. He's giving Andrew Tate such a hard time. But Andrew Tate, as he says, he is the professional. He was actually giving Piers a really hard time. Piers Morgan's reactions are so weird. Like, in this specific video, the things Piers Morgan says, they make absolutely no sense. There's no data to back him up on any of the things he's saying. Like, for example, the first claim he makes, he himself says that he has no proof behind it. But let's listen to what our dear brother Piers Morgan has to say.
They clearly, in my estimation, it hasn't been properly established yet, but clearly Hamas couldn't have done this on their own. They've done it with support from Iran, and they've gone and committed an act of such heinous atrocity that they knew what the response would be, and that means that they sentenced in that moment.
Piers Morgan is saying that the organization which committed the acts on October 7th got backing from Iran. But at the same time, he's saying, in essence, I don't have any proof for this. I don't have any concrete backing for this. But these are my feelings. These go against journalistic integrity. He can't be saying stuff like this. Like, for example, I'm a YouTuber. I say it. You know, a few people may come into my comment section and grill me. Piers Morgan has a humongous platform. People watch him online. People watch him like on regular news. People are watching him. Millions of people are watching him. He just gave an interview the other day in which he admitted the impact that this war has had on his channel and how much it's increased in size and viewership. And he's trying to put in other content, even though it's not catching on. He's like, oh, I'm still trying to bring other content to my viewers. Piers Morgan knows this, but he's still admitting that, hey, I'm bringing in things which may not have factual backing. Now, let's listen to the rest of what he has to say.
Not just 1,500 people in Israel to death in the most...
Okay, 1,500 people in Israel. Okay, any innocent civilian person who died, we don't believe or agree that any innocent should die regardless of religion, country, whatever, right? But this number he keeps saying is very inaccurate, right? Because Haaretz, which is a well-established, accepted Israeli newspaper, news source, they have put the numbers at close to 1,100, right? And out of that, if you take all the numbers out, the civilian numbers come down to like 780, 790, right? And then after that, you look at what's being released from the Israeli sources where they might have accidentally shot a lot of their own people. They might have indiscriminately shot at the music festival. So nobody knows who killed who. Nobody knows who killed the Israeli people. Was it the Israeli army or was it, you know, the organizations that broke into Israel on October 7th? Nobody knows, right? But Piers Morgan loves to keep pushing this 1,500 number, which isn't true, because all of the Israeli news sources are saying the number isn't that high.
Appalling manner possible, but they also sentenced to death thousands and thousands of innocent Palestinians, including many innocent children, because half the population are children.
So now Piers is trying to be this humanitarian who cares about the people of Gaza and who cares about the kids. Yes, in 2014, Piers did send out a tweet in which he said, enough is enough, Mr. Netanyahu. You know, at that point, it seemed like Piers Morgan had turned a corner. But after watching his interviews for the last, month and a half, 2 months, he does have a soft spot for the Palestinian people. But at the same time, he doesn't do justice when it comes to reporting, because many times when he has Israeli guests on, he really doesn't grill them the way they deserve to be grilled, because he knows it deep down inside what they're doing and what they're saying isn't correct. When it comes to his journalistic integrity, he should do a better job of that. The way he grills Palestine supporters who have no official capacity, who have no power to do anything for the Palestinian people in all reality. He's had different members of parliament of the Israeli government. He's had a former PM and he's had the president on. And in none of those interviews has he grilled anyone like he grills people who support Palestine. They're not actually part of any mechanism to make a difference in Palestine, but he grills them like that. He should equally be grilling Israel's supporters, and he should be equally grilling officials of the Israeli government the same way to get proper answers. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all. May He protect our brothers and sisters in Palestine. May He give us tawfiq, and may He keep us on the straight path. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.